Is it recording? Recording. All right.
Beautiful. So welcome to Mate. Here we have our direct-to-garment printer, DTGs, pattern room, pattern maker. Do you want to pop in?
Charles too. We're talking about you in the podcast. How long, or when did you bring in DTG here?
We got that in, like I said, January of last year.
Wow.
This is our sample making room. So only samples and small duplicates. So 3 dedicated sample sewers.
This wasn't here.
Nah, I just built this literally 3 weeks ago.
Wow.
So we just dropped down the power cords, the lines, and moved the sampling division from out on the main production floor.
Beautiful natural light though.
Yeah, right?
I mean, because you are at the loading dock.
Yep.
You know what's crazy? It kind of reminds me of how the restaurants started to move out into the sidewalk. Do you think that's where the next step is?
Possibly.
A couple tables.
Possibly,
a couple tables in the alley.
And then we've got our cutting and I guess fabric storage area for current and incoming production.
And so people are all just chopping.
Yeah, everyone is. It's Friday, 4:30. Everyone's gone. We work a 7 to 4 shift, so.
Monday through Friday.
Monday through Saturday. Saturday is 7 to noon.
Got it.
Yeah. So again, a lot of these cuts are then prepped and then staged, for the actual sewing.
So. Is this sold fabric or
This
is this
is either,
to be sewn or what?
Yeah, so it's a combination of 3 things. Clients that ordered fabric and have productions that are coming up and we haven't cut yet. It's private label fabric, so all those blanks that you saw in the room, this is all of that fabric that's ready to go. As soon as someone let's say hey, Kolby, I need 1,000 t-shirts, I've got enough material on hand to be able to produce it quickly.
Why? Because does it take a while if you would order?
Yeah, so historically if you were to order fabric, it's anywhere from 3 to 5 weeks.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's 3 to 5 weeks.
And then producing.
And then producing it for another 4 weeks. So it's an 6 to 8 week process.
So it's a 4-week turnaround once you have everything here.
Yeah.
To cut,
sew, dye, print, finish.
Wow.
Yeah. And that's also depending on how much work we have at the time. You know what I mean? So right now we're pretty backed up. There's a lot of. Again,
so how is it the production manager's job to communicate all of these details, right? Because every brand, I'm assuming, they want their collar like this and they this.
Yeah. So we develop what we call tech packs, or those are provided, which is pretty much a. Let's call it think of Legos. You have step-by-step instructions of where to put this piece. It's essentially the opposite of how it's supposed to be constructed, where it goes, any and every detail you can think of assembling the garment.
Got it.
Yep.
Super cool. Yeah, because obviously in screen printing there's the print specs and all the details, but.
So again, over here is gonna be our trimming, finishing, and packing area, as well as we have commercial grade presses.
Got it. So this is trimming as in
threads, trimming as in
just fibers. And,
yeah, exactly.
Wow.
Just cleaning up the garment before it hits the the packaging portion of it.
This is why your pants are so expensive.
Exactly.
I mean, it's a 100% manual process.
Uh-huh. I mean, there is a couple of tools that we use that are trimmers, but some of it is not possible for it to be that machine, just not possible. But it's just, again, trimming.
Yeah.
Anytime you see.
Chris, can you get in? It's just this, the detail, right? Of the tags, the labels, the
draw cords. I mean, we're really going super crazy.
Everything
with it.
custom.
Everything. Down to, some of our customers, we've been doing branded eyelets.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And again, a lot of it is.
And so steaming, what is that part for?
Yeah, so huge part of our business is what we call a garment dye. So that means we'll cut and sew in PFD, stands for prepared for dye, which was pretty much this fabric here, okay? So this will be assembled into an entire garment, and then we have our dye house next door where we'll provide them with the color that we want to dye the shirt to, and we dye it. But when it comes back, imagine it comes back. Here, I can show you.
Yeah.
Comes back looking like, something like this, where it's not like fully steamed. So it's like we really want to like actually steam this out with these machines. Let's see if they're turned on. And it's full blown like commercial grade, like dry cleaner. So there's two options. So let's steam up, which you'll feel and then vacuum down, which the vacuum down is for this one where you can come and steam. Which really,
and this is before it gets packaged.
Yeah, this is before it,
perfect.
exactly. So it looks like retail ready.
Right.
That makes sense.
I have never seen a steamer come from the bottom either.
Yeah, these were expensive. But they're like vintage, made in USA. Yeah, then.
And so what about, supplies, right? So everybody I'm sure wants their own zipper or eyelet. Do you just have the Rolodex of?
Yeah, it just over the years I've just kind of, there's like, I guess you call it like key vendors that like have a monopoly on like zippers or buttons or whatever it is, and like we just work directly with them in like sourcing what we need at the time. So zippers are always pre-cut to like a specific size. So like if we have to order a zipper, it's like very detailed of like what color, what size, closed end, open end, two-way. Like there's so many variants of zippers. So like, in different qualities too.
So how does everybody know this is the next job we're starting to work on? Like, is it queued up in an area like all of these, or is there a production manager that's in the morning?
Yeah, so Giselle is our senior production manager. She's actually on the phone right now.
Giselle is live chatting on the phone.
she's got it all going.
Yeah, she's cruising.
And Giselle kind of will facilitate like allocating these materials.
Got it.
And then making sure that, in this production time, when it's time for it to be cut, that the material's here, that the zippers are here. Because we really won't start a project unless all the materials are in-house. Just because we can't have anything like stopping along the way, otherwise it completely messes up the inside. It's like, not having all the t-shirts and printing half of them.
Sure.
You know what I mean? It's like you want to make sure that you have the whole order here so that you can just run the job and be done with it. Anytime we have to like stop and pause, it's like idle time just kills it. So
got it. And so all of these jobs that you see, I mean, it's crazy because some of it just looks like it's half done, some of it looks done.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just in progress
again,
to sew.
They're assembling like pieces. So each operator he just does one like operation at a time. So whether it be like attaching the sleeve to the body, they just only do that, and so they can get the best at that.
Just right sleeve.
Exactly.
Over and over,
exactly.
right sleeve, right
exactly.
sleeve.
And each machine is like, it's a different like type of machine. There's single needle machines, there's cover stitch machines that yield different results. You know what I mean? So there's different operations, and each machine will, like just even looking at his shirt, this is a single needle, this is a cover stitch machine, this is a folding machine. Like each machine does something different. And that's kind of like, our job is in the sampling process is to develop and then indicate like what those are going to be for that. They'll either have like, hey, this is our reference piece of how we want it sewn, or we'll make suggestions on like, hey, it's cheaper to do it this way, or it's higher end to do it this way. So it's all at the discretion of like the client, I guess.
And I see you've got a 6-head or 8-head?
8-head. And we have
was that for hats or for?
So we do 3 different styles of embroidery. So hats, hooped, and then flat. So the most common thing that we do is like hooped embroidery, which is I think the most traditional. Something that I'm not sure if you guys are familiar with, like flat embroidery with table comes up.
Yep.
We've got the entire frame, and we'll cut pieces. So for certain pieces, as you know, like you can't embroider or you can't print certain things in certain locations. In order to do it, you have to do like cut piece print or embroider. So that's what that process is done here.
Got it.
Yep.
Because this is what you were talking about earlier that you just bought.
Exactly. Yeah, it's brand new. It's 2020, and I have a second one coming in September. So.
And then you got a little rapid tag too.
Little rapid tag. Now that rapid tag again was purchased during the pandemic. We were cranking. We launched a couple of different mask companies, and one of the requirements to sell to like government contractors, they had to have like country of origin and care instructions. So at one point we were thinking we were printing like 10, 15,000 masks a day on the rapid tag. It was crazy. Because I was like, I was reaching out to friends, Max, Alex, and other people being like, yo, can you do it? And like, man, it's gonna be 30 cents a mask. I'm like, we ended up doing the cost and it was like 2 cents a mask.
Sure.
You know what I mean? It's like big difference when you're selling 20, 30,000 pieces.
The mask must have been crazy.
It was literally the wild, wild west at one point. Like it wasn't real. It didn't make sense because it was just like, yo, I need 40,000 masks. Can you send them tomorrow? It's like, well, okay, yeah. Let me figure out how to like go and we converted our entire business into masks. At one point we had like in our previous location, which is only 5,000 square feet, we had like 30 employees in there sewing only.
Masks.
Yeah, and working 6 a.m. until 8 at night, sometimes 10. Because again, like they were just like so happy to be having consistent work and just getting like,
And you could probably stay essential too.
Exactly, that's where that logistics piece we were able to stay essential.
Yeah. Was there any, it's such a crazy time. Do you feel like, or did you get stuck with anything? Or?
Oh man, you want to look at it?
All right, let's go.
This is 300,000 masks right here.
You want to see 300,000 masks?
And,
oh wait, what, you're talking down here too?
I'm talking anything that you see that says light gray, like these are 5-inch, like all in bundles of 100, bro. This is what we were selling to, a lot of the decorators.
Holy cow. So what's the plan here?
The plan here is
this like a museum now?
We've been trying to offload, and dude, again, like after that little surge, it's just been...
It's a COVID museum.
It's a COVID museum. You know what I mean? Like at the end of the day, if we sell a lot of masks, so if you know anyone.
Dude, look, it's crazy, but people were doing anything to try to figure out what the hell was going on.
No, man. Me, Meredith, Charles, and a couple of sample sewers came down, made a couple mask prototypes, and I contacted Max and a couple of people, and then Max like opened me up to this like Facebook group.
Yeah, everybody was trying to.
Yeah, and then again, that's where I met Steven and dude from Printed Threads. Anyone that's in your network, we like talked to them at one point.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And they were all just like, all right, yeah, we got an order for 20,000. Literally, it was like, I remember like again coming from a space where like making 500 T-shirts was like, oh, it's a great order for cut and sew. All of a sudden we're like
it's hundreds of thousands.
Literally, like I was cutting on a daily basis 20,000 at a time. We've been cutting I was working like 4 or 5 different cutters, 20,000 there, 40,000 there, 40,000 there, 40,000 there. It was like crazy, bro. And it's like, man, this is what it feels like to like do volume. Fuck yeah, like. And then
Then it all stopped.
and then just
we made supply chain caught back up.
Yeah, exactly. That's really what it was.
So how far does this go down?
All the way to, it's right here. Oh no, actually all the top, everything on the top here, and all the way down here. These are all like, open market blanks that I just hold just for random old samples from different project, you know what I mean? Like different blanks.
It's good stories.
It is, bro.
It's
Listen,
really good
I can't I'm gonna.
And so you got fulfillment here too now.
Yeah.
These are all finished, and you're pick, pack, and ship every day.
Exactly. Yep. Jimmy's the man. We got a couple guys that help him out. Literally, pick, pack, ship, and then we have an incredible customer service team that's handling and processing returns, exchanges, damages, etc.
That's super cool. This is Made Brands, downtown LA. If you guys ever need any custom work, really cool work, or masks, feel free to reach out,
You
guys.
need mask. Let me know.
No, but thank you so much again for showing us around the tour and for listening in. We'll see you guys next Thursday.
Amazing.